It's so funny because I was just thinking of this earlier. I kid you not.
Today on part 4 of Do We Really Live on One of These?
No.
We tackle water. And you ever notice this little guy here with the little mouth and 2 eyes? It's a strange looking thing in a supposed image from NASA. You see, this proof is so elementary to someone who is outside of the programming that it literally is kind of ridiculous. But when you're still inside the programming, your mind thinks that gravity is holding trillions of gallons of water to a spinning ball. And your immediate response is to say, you don't understand how gravity works. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't understand how water works. Because the funny thing about water is that it always lays level,
Flat.
especially when it's at rest, kind of like the level here in the water. And funny how the level there is the same as the level there, as the same as the level there. And the other funny thing about water is that it needs a container, kind of like this small little koi pond. And we all know that the water in that koi pond is level. And if you level up to a bigger pond, that water is level. And if you level up to a lake, that water is level. And to a bigger lake, that water is contained by the shore and level. Yet somehow, when we take this to a larger scale, because we have all been told since the age of 3 years old that we live on a ball where gravity is holding water to a curving ball, kind of like this water ball fountain in Aruba. But you'll notice something. That water is all seeking its level. It's going down, 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 seeking its level and its container. Which might cause you to say, well, where's the ocean's container? I've never seen it. Well, have you ever seen this United States Navy photography report from 1957 in Antarctica? Well, there's your container, the Antarctic ice wall. Ice wall. Now I want to show you something else if you're having a hard time wrapping your head around this. Let me first just let you see a little bit more US Navy footage of said ice wall and said container. And did you know something? Did you know that Antarctica just happens to have the highest average elevation in any continent in Earth? That's right, more than double any of the other ones. So its average height is more than double the height off of sea level than any other continent. And yes, this might be hard for you if you are new to wrap your head around the fact that the water is contained by a giant ice wall, but let me give you some further evidence that you're not living on a curving ball. And it, again, has to do with water. The law of reflection states that a reflection of light on a sphere does that, and does that, and does that. It does not travel a line of sight right to your feet. So all you have to do is actually experience what you experience and put that into use instead of believing what you've been told your entire life. Because as much as you would like to believe what you were told is truth and that water can somehow curve around a ball, even though anytime you would ever see water, anytime in your entire life you've experienced water, you could put a level on it when it is at rest and it will be level.
The Children's Museum of Science in Boston has a whole thing that says, how do you make an ocean wave wave? I grew up listening to that commercial. How do you make an ocean wave wave? And they have a thing, again, in a container, how the waves are made. Like, it's right here in front of our face. So, and that's why they're watching the wall. The United States Navy and Colonel John Moore will tell you, if you can read between the lines, that's why they're watching the wall and how much the glaciers fall, because the water will rise and flood this place. So, anyway, no, I don't believe for a second, never have, that we're on a round ball zooming through space around a sun. 0 cents. Like I said, every time there's a reset, it's a new wallpaper that comes up and says, you are here, and here you are, and we're going to train you to believe it. Peace. Free thinking, people.